And I'm telling you the truth.
I'm not saying you're joking, but
and I make kind of catch out. First sign, baby.
How was that global so franopa?
Nana. Now the AFCON, we were not able to qualify. What are the things? You see, if we all admit, media, I don't understand why people admit that Ghana football has been falling for the past 5 years. Then we feel that Otto Addo is a scapegoat. If we admit say you're born in the last one, Obi Addo the as Ghana football in says say. Did it start under Otto Addo? No. Even when you get this guy the job on interim basis to qualify you to Qatar, he did it. Another standard he set for himself. We've not been to the AFCON for the first time in 20 years. What are the things we fail to do?
You can't solely blame the coach.
What did you command is not the super component season? What is the Otto Addo saying? When we all know very well, me know too. Him say you call Morocco next year. Comoros betting a shade you when we know. So why don't you rather, Nana, look at this from the positive side and put your house in order?
By sacking him.
How you sacking? No sack it in your name beban. Me pisa Nana. Nyam ne bebano. So I'm also be World Cup qualifiers. So catch you say, oh nyam ready a season team. What do you do? That's my only problem. You can bring in someone. If the person fails to qualify for the World Cup, now so where are you going there?
The results in your pay.
Debut. We've all admitted that blasters now. Nyama airing essay. So let's bring in someone who can get the job done. And just 6 months into his contract, we all sit down because we failed to qualify for the AFCON due to reasons. Said didn't start with the head coach. We tried to sacrifice him.
Now, interestingly, I'm reading a story here. I think Kobe spoke to Asempa FM, and Kobe says he would not blame Otto Addo for our failure. The guy we just spoke to.
You see, when you followed football to a particular point, sometimes ABP and Albert
I say you blame Obi or associated with the Black Stars and not only the coach.
The stakeholders, all this while.
You agree with him?
What am I saying? If we admit a Black Stars no air cough, then all of a sudden 6 months near the Ojuma Mobi, near see a 3-year contract. 6 months into the contract, you qualify for a tournament in the Pamuna. Nana, then you acquire Nasi by. Hasn't this been the practice? All this while. Nanita may not call back to when we started. I was there. We were all there in Kumasi. Tell me we were bad against Angola when we played them. We were unfortunate. Tell me we were bad against Niger when we traveled. We were unfortunate. Tell me against Sudan at the Gaston Stadium we were bad.
Hey, you.
No, maybe so. You see, you look at football from two angles.
Okay.
The fans are looking at results.
Sure.
But sometimes coaches want performance. Unfortunately, our failure to work on the boys. You see, these are the intangibles, the things we do not see. We didn't work on these boys. Yeah, we didn't work on the boys.
Does the team have a psychologist?
My problem, did we work on the boys? Your last 2 games are boy. And yes, the boys don't win Bobo. Are these boys not good enough? They are. But as a team, we've not worked on them. After Bobo and Kopo, Edu baby outbreak. Yet this Sudan, then the Sudanese goalkeeper on their day was like Prime Noya. Boy, Yoko boy, Kudus, Ekita, Ojinapo, Obobo, Kenko. And the effect, we saw it against the J. Kudus get the boy to work on TV more in share. How do you blame the head coach for this? I don't understand. If it was so clear, I watched Blasters and Chris Utin. I'm telling you. You remember the records under Chris Utin? First half, Shegu. Yabesha, Yabresa, Madagascar. Now, Inaki, Abesha. Ghana shouldn't forget.
But all almost 7 matches, one Sheba Kukrao.
But at least they were positive. You see, when you are creating chances.
Chris, they're not positive anymore.
I watched Chris Utin. I watched the team against when Chris Utin was coach. You would cry. You would cry literally. I'm only telling you the truth. And I've sat here. Me say Coach Otto Addo will qualify the Blasters to the World Cup.
Your brother, the Swedro guy, he says Otto Addo is not good enough.
It's not true.
See,
Nana, even if I take you to the World Cup, back to the World Cup, against Portugal, against South Korea, against Uruguay, tell me, saying even against Uruguay, and you, Andre Ayew say penalty, we wouldn't have qualified.
You still didn't win a single game.
At the World Cup, we won a game.
One game.
Yes. And in our last game when it mattered most, we had a penalty. And you tell me so Coach Otto Addo is to be blamed for that. Even at the world stage, the guy showed you what he has. Because in the last couple of years, one of the best team, most inclined Coach is tactically is Coach Otto Addo. Watch him every game.
Oh yeah, there's some question up here.
And I'm telling you,
Hey,
I wouldn't want to
see.
I wouldn't want to go too far.
Otto Uben kakra.
Member, I've never had a personal. The only time we spoke was when we went to Takwa. It was less
On
than
team where you baby.
Debbie. When you see quality, Nana, you see. You see, sometimes patience is hard, especially if you're a fan. The fans only understand.
You got Takwa say or the number myself friend.
Nana be say, remember. Edu eh en chedo bi aboji Brian Blue.
Imana work is an interview no ka.
Na say me dey no go Takwa enje. You got Takwa. You see, Nana, I want Ghanaians to be patient. We failed here. But if we are trying to play the blame game, then you see, we'll end up going in circles. Maybe what are we failing to do? Nana Mibisa, what are we failing to do? These are the things we need to look at. And you know, the other day we spoke to Papsi. He also admitted, see, he's not going to point. Why is it that even when you talk to the top Nana people, they tell you they won't blame the coach? By a Saniba for money, it's answer. We spoke to Fred Papo on this same platform, Nana. He said he's not going to blame the coach, but we need to blame every single stakeholder. Same as Kobe is saying. But because a subembia
but Papa Oboni, you know, I'm told the FA are about, I don't know whether they've done it, to reconstitute a new Black Stars management committee. Fred Papo is the chairman that qualified Ghana for the first and second World Cups.
Yeah.
And you say, you didn't know something man for so I didn't know. Why has he been overlooked all this while?
The other thing I do know. See, we had a conversation, an extended conversation with him, and he admitted, or say, on to me, because your football, Nana, we've been declining. Into Gidi Afco and Young qualified. Nana, what was the last time we won it? What was the last time we even played in the knockout stage? I said, we are letting hell break loose. What was the last time we even played in the AFCON knockout stage? Nana Bissau. When?
To them a pen and number my pay.
No, let's face facts. This is the truth. Ceci can say pay our budget, pay what we feel we have now. So that's why we catch us there. Now for 4 months, 3 months, you've not paid the guy.
You think it would be senseless to sack him?
At this point. So that you'll be in debt again. You are already owing coaches that will go to compensation. And I'm telling you that this is not a coach. He's giving you all the reasons. He's not giving you all the reasons outright.
Does his positives outweigh his negatives or vice versa?
Nana, the positives are a lot. Especially when you consider the fact that our football has taken a nosedive even before you appointed him. And I was saying,
he was brought in to fix the problem.
So he needs time to do it.
Nana,
6 months, national team football. Nana, 6 months, national team football.
In the last 20 years, who could have come here?
In the last 20 years, but prior to that, he failed to go for one. But in that same time, one of your achievements, which we even spoke to Neil Armstrong. When we spoke to Neil Armstrong, he sat here and admitted, say, one of the highs. Even the president of the Ghana Football Association admitted, say one of the highs was 2022 Qatar. It's one idea now.
The only high near you. Suddenly high.
They cause any of you let me make my point. Meba. Nana,
a country that has gone to a World Cup with a kick away from semi-finals.
And me Bissau say, Nana me catch us say, if they consider it a high, who achieved them that high?
Okay, they consider it a high.
They sat here. From the, if you can go,
do you consider it a high?
I'll come back to that. But even if you get that quote, the post from the president of the Ghana Football Association, also from the highest earths, that is one of the from the highest Nana highest was the 2022 World Cup, which Otto Addo qualified us to.
And you meet Josiah.
So why do we sit here and look at the positives? See, it didn't start from 6 games against
Ima, Charlie Muncha Smith, Moses Kofi, Moses say or mommy warning. Message be or the about. Or the master, if me initiate that interview with Coach Otto Addo in Takwa, so you the talk say if me initiate them, master, they guard what Moses.
What the flowers come before?
Moses Kafra.
Who do you be flowers come
Oh, Moses, nyamuche, who de nyamuche. So Moses, uka uni Otto Addo kasa yeri John Prince na. Omo Prince omo ni ebe interview. You man release cameras rank ebe den.
But still on no starting.
Moses,
flowers man.
Me dey ama why fa. Moses, fa. Me dey ama the best floor manager.
Oh, I that didn't talk.
The best floor manager.
Oh yeah, Moses. How guy?
Your coven you be na say won say me ni Moses ayira.
Aye Moses ne ko Kumasi obi so obebunu ni. Okay.
Moses.
I guess you go we Kumasi obi so obebu Moses na den Moses say on fa the cap mo ncha training. As we
Moses who the only be calling so obebu o.
But you remember you told me the guy would go and speak about it, and truly the guy went to the studio and spoke about it.
Yes. Tell me coach camp ball no. Now boys people some be chat a Black Stars training.
Yeah.
And now I'm running Prince Osa. And now Moses, I'm a police guy in free one more. Hey, according to the car straight to studio the radio station. And what to be my Moses. Moses nam as a fuji fufu.
Oh, so I say Uncle Moses and Kumasi.
Moses.
What's his name with it?
Moses, his mother-in-law de Kumasi right.
Yeah, I don't know. Nana, it's Otto Addo 70 dear. Yantre Bismarck, I loved what he said. Nana, but yen shishim. Ball aye boy sponsorship in him. Sometimes say Onuka he's been a coach before. Nana anyone.
Also club owners.
Also don't replica. Who the fans?
It's making
Tienya guy they can know. Tienya guy they can know. When you Manchester United are even at the don't have 70,000 people. No matter show. Obiama 1 city grey 70,000 Ghana city. Onye bi.
Into your born your bend.
Yeah. Omo yeah they how do they run it?
How can we be? I want Epiphany.
Tio, how do they run it? Because Nana to some extent
Epiphany no momunye ska wana mo dey run with him.
Nana Mr. Widiesi. Why?
Nana we are club person, be careful. All right. 11:51 89.7 Kibo Foods Eddie 4-in-1 Gary so Charlie message is about people